Hello. Last time on the Stars Within, we wrapped up the bunker busting that we were doing. We had retrieved the Stargate key, precursor, ancient history key, and we were leaving the bunker when we saw some tracks of what we believe to be Dominion forces. I believe they're called they're not called Black or Death Guards. That's what I've been calling them. They're called Black Guards. Very different, guys. But the trooper dudes for the Dominion had come to the bunker. Jamira had laid down a illusion that thwarted that plan of theirs to basically track you guys down so they couldn't find out where you were. And when you had left, you'd seen those tracks, but you did not see any of the Dominion. So not too long after that, you were swooped up by Nova and crew, and you guys, you could do whatever you want. I sort of assumed that you would meet together sort of on the bridge, but is there anything or a different plan that you guys would like to do?
There's a giant note that says remind you to do loot at the beginning of the next session.
Yeah, before we do that, thanks. Let's go over loot stuff. So there was a question about, well, I had a question to myself sort of about currency and what it meant to this campaign. Because after you guys had generated characters, we've kind of just left that, hand wavy. I think it could be interesting and fun for you guys to loot out or equip your folks if you would like to. So I'm going to say that right now the party has 1,500 credits. As a group, not as individuals, but as a group, you've got 1,500. And then we can go from there. Obviously, I would like to keep it in the fiction as to when and how you can use that, so there's not like space Amazon, right? Like you're not gonna be able to put in orders and like you've got to be somewhere where it makes sense for you to be purchasing these things. We don't have to do, I don't even really want to do all of the purchases, like we don't have to RP this shit. If it's like, okay, we're in a city, it's like, hey Travis, I want to get this, this, and this, or we go over it as a group, we'd like to pick up these items, perfect, that way, because obviously we have a limited time of RP, we only got 2 hours at max, so we don't need to be playing the shopkeeper RP game. So that's where I'm at with that. As far as specific loot for the bunker itself, there were some specific stuff that I was going to have you guys try to roll for. And just so I'm aware, I believe no one here has, like, crafting, right?
That might not be true.
Yeah, let me double check just to be sure.
I don't think I did.
I could have sworn. I know I haven't trained.
Okay.
I thought Scalvix had it, to be honest, but he doesn't.
Look.
Does Malachi?
He does not.
What the fuck?
So, lucky for you guys,
it's not, crafter in the party.
It's not just crafting. It's a lower DC for the crafting check, but there's also a thievery check. So it's like basically, dexterous thing is what I'm going for here. So if you have thievery as well, you could roll that. Malachi does, obviously, and I'll roll for him. But other folks, if you have thievery, you could try to roll for it. Scalvix is not.
I don't know. I have thievery.
Yep. So Trinity, you could try to make a roll. You've got the thievery.
I didn't help at all. It didn't.
We guys don't even know what you're rolling for yet. So anyway,
the
first thing.
I literally thought you said roll. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Too. I was just like roll.
Well, then
so
this doesn't count. So.
This first, it does count. These count. These rolls count, and they happen to be for thievery. Or no, excuse me. They happen to be for flamethrowers. If you remember that first floor, there were some flamethrower turrets that you guys had decimated a little bit on the way in. I'm gonna roll Malachi is here. Wonderful.
Nice.
So you guys are able to piece together one flamethrower for use. I think that my intention was for you to basically be able to place it like a turret, and they would function the same as they did in that fight. So we can go over the specifics of that in the future or soon or whenever you guys want to determine its use. The next one is for an Anesite targeting system. So you guys can roll your thieveries for that.
Just thievery or crafting too?
Either one, which no one has crafting, so.
I have crafting.
We'll go ahead and roll your crafting.
I'm just not gonna roll anything above a 5, probably.
Well, that makes it difficult. Don't worry, guys. I got it.
Well, I'm not fucking
okay.
worried because Malachi's coming in clutch at the moment.
So this Anesite targeting system is going to. It's essentially a just a +1 attack onto a firearm gun type of thing.
Sick. Does that, if we put it on the flamethrower, does that add to the DC? Because flamethrowers are like a DC thing, aren't they? An area
I don't
fire?
think that one was, no.
Okay, never mind. Well, will it give? It could give that the turret a +1, right?
Potentially.
If we
I'm
put it
not
on
sure
that.
you're gonna want to do that though. But yes,
Okay.
just because the flamethrower is not that good, right? Of course, you guys don't use guns anyway, so I guess maybe the flamethrower is your best gun.
We were talking a lot about getting guns, so maybe
Yeah.
we
I
say
told you which gun I was
targeting
getting.
That was the plan at Space Amazon to order some guns.
That's right. And then the last potential loot is an Anesite protector shell. You can roll your thieveries or craftings to try to assemble that.
I'm gonna get above a 10 on this roll. I promise.
I bet you are.
See, I got above a 10.
Let's
Thanks
see.
again, Shane, for that awesome roll.
Soft 20.
So we're able to
27.
squeak this one out just barely. This one is considered a +1 steel shield.
Cool.
So yeah, you guys, you fucking got everything. Flamethrower, target. Okay, brilliant. Lovely. So, you guys got that loot. You got 1,500 credits to your name. You're back on the ship. What would you like to discuss?
Is are the findings that we got from the supercomputer like in a format readable by like everybody, or is it like kind of like
so
encoded in a way?
the like lore dump stuff, yes. The key is crypted, so the key for the location will need to be decrypted. All of the other stuff you guys have access to read like normally.
Okay, because that is what Jamiro would like to do, is just sort of read whatever information on the Sanguari and the Zerg, specifically with the Zerg, because like, was the research facility on this planet and no longer is, or it was somewhere
no.
else?
So the basically it was like, it seemed like it either was, the location either got redacted or was wiped as part of the, because like the intention was that everything on that computer was supposed to get wiped except for that key, and then for whatever reason the intel on the Zerg was still there. So either it got like corrupted or part of that was redacted, but the location for that spot is essentially unknown right now.
Okay. Excuse me. Then that's just all she's doing at the moment. Actually,
roll me a computer check, Jameer.
Copy.
So we give the key to Nova, and then she's gonna break down the encrypted side at the time, for the time being.
She is not, but good call.
She
good idea. She's not.
Is that something we should roleplay? Is that what you're trying to tell me, or?
I will. Yeah,
we haven't told her.
Yes, she'll tell you essentially here in a moment that she can't. So, Jameer, for your roll though, that 25, you think, actually for that 25, give me a moment and then I'll give you a piece of information on that. So to your point, Tyrannex, as you are kind of essentially handing over the key to Nova, she's like, give me a second, she poofs out. So like you guys first get on the ship, hand it over to her, she kind of poofs out to kind of do her thing. You guys get comfortable, right? Like you take off all your gear, put it in your bunks, that sort of stuff. Kind of try to set the mission aside, all that sort of shit. And then yeah, probably an hour or so later, Nova just calls you guys like, hey, I got some intel on the key, you know, meet up on the bridge. So you guys meet up there to discuss this, and yeah, she says, I've been going over the key, and unfortunately I don't have essentially the processing power here on this ship to decrypt this key. I believe I have a location though as to someplace, some people who can do it. But we can't do it here on this ship. So we'll have to likely go to this place to get it decrypted.
Like because of the hardware on the ship, or is it because like honestly, if you could use our friend that we have here as well, if she can help.
Yeah, I don't think that our efforts combined will be able to do that.
Okay.
So,
okay.
It is a good thought, but yeah, I think
understandable.
As you know, Tex, there are folks have specialties, right? So
100%.
I know a lot of things. This is not something that I could crack myself. However, I was able to get some contacts from a friend. You might not like it, specifically you, Tex, but there's a group that would be able to do this for us.
What group would this be?
So there's a well, it's a bit of a sad story, but I guess you could call them a bit of a criminal enterprise at this point. It's a group called the Sons of Korhal. Well, let me start at the beginning. There was an asteroid that was rich with some type of mineral. So it was a mining operation at some point. They come and take all the, the valuables off of the asteroid. And it was a big operation, as it is a big asteroid, so there were pretty semi-permanent residency there. And it actually happened for a long time. I think the actual mining operation was 10, 15 years, something like that. Point being, this asteroid, it kind of became not exactly a city, but in that point, where you have money, people spend it, right? So you have miners living there. They want to spend it on entertainment and whatnot. Eventually, this place, the mining, they got all of it out of there that they wanted, but the miners, they got shafted, of course, by the corpos and had to end up staying there. Which, being stranded on asteroids, pretty fucked. However, this little city that they sort of built became so popular that they were able to essentially grow that and live through that instead of the mining. It became a little bit of a floating pleasure planet, if you will. There's casinos, there's blood sport, racing, there's all kinds of just ways for folks to come and spend their money. And these sort of descendants of the miners have they've done their best to get as much money as possible out of it as they can. Now, I know you understand when companies come in, they don't like generally sharing their money, right? So when corpos come in and establish themselves, it wasn't like they were establishing themselves and aiding the miners. So there's a bit of a tension there between the descendants of the miners and the big corpos that have set up their companies. So, yeah. Point being, these sons of Korhal, which are the descendants of the miners, they
Corhall.
Here, I'll throw it in.
Corehauel. They're hauling the core.
Copy that. Sons of Korhal.
I love that. Yeah, so
Sorry.
word is that they have some sort of means to do this. It is expensive, as cracking this decryption is not super common. But
I'm sorry. Real quick question. What corporate people have come in and bombarded their way on these miners that tried to make us a living for themselves?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Tex, I haven't dove into that. There's lots of corporations, and yeah, if we plan to go, I can try to look that up and figure out who to be
Now,
on
are
the
we
lookout
going for the
but-
miners? Or is it the corpos you're saying that we got to go and talk to help you with your...
The descendants of the miners, the sons of
Okay.
Korhal, they have the means with which to decrypt the key.
So we're going to have to do something for them is what you're telling me.
Well, either we just pay them the money, it's a 5,000 credit payment,
Oh.
or
A light for a light and a favor for a favor.
Oh.
or they potentially have some jobs for us that we may have a choice between what we do with them, depending on our moralities. But
Are these sons of Korhal likely to sell out the fact that we're trying to crack this key to the Dominion?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a real good
I
question.
don't believe so. Not every group is as solidly linked as we are, I would say, but there's always potentially a rat in a group, right? So I'm not going to say that their entire group is solid, but from the little bit of intel that I could get on them, I don't think that they're not sympathetic with the man. And the
Yeah,
Dominion
these
is
guys
about
are independent blue collars, man. They unionize. They're not gonna. Nah, not
I
these
don't-
guys.
I kind of, they
But they're more mobsters now, right? Like,
yeah, they're a bit more mafioso, but I don't
They're
think that they
operating
would
independently
rat.
of the law. They definitely don't want.
They're not gonna snitch on us. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not.
They don't want a bunch of fascists coming in and telling them to change up everything.
Yeah.
They don't want to be involved in this. They
Honor
just want to make
amongst
their money on the
thieves,
side.
but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's impossible, Trinity, but I wouldn't expect it from them.
Can't be too careful.
No, and it's not like it's even impossible for someone on the outside of their group to observe us or them or what's happening. You never know.
Oh, do we need disguises?
Buxes, always.
Because I've been working on this whole fake mustache shit. I thought it would be really cool.
Fucking cockroach with a mustache. What you telling me? Gotta have the whole full kit and caboodle. The leather trench coat with the hat, just the mustache.
He's got 2 sets of arms, so he just looks like he's kids, shoulder to
Right.
shoulder. We would
You know
like
how
a
the thing,
beer,
like, when he
sir.
you know how when the thing goes disguised in like Fantastic Four, he always just puts on like that duster of a trench coat.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
what I'm
the bowler
saying.
hat. Then like nobody recognizes he's the thing because he has on the trench coat there.
If that's the case, you might as well get that freaking the glasses with the big nose and,
Yeah.
and the mustache.
Exactly.
You weirdo. I love it. I kind of want you to do it.
Just does it for no reason. Like, oh,
Give you a suitcase.
He's been watching too much noir.
Probably.
watching too much noir, like detective stories.
Yeah, I just watched Sin City.
Now, you say that they possess these facilities in order to decrypt the key. Have they given any indication they're willing to meet with us?
Yeah. Like I said, I was able to get the rate, the 5,000 for this type of decryption. And they offer it much like any other service. Like if you've got the credits, then they'll do the job. So I don't think that it would be too difficult for us to, to get their time.
But you say they are willing to trade rather than favor for favor.
Yeah, I think that.
Did they give me an indication of what they wanted?
I don't have the specific jobs yet. I haven't reached out to them specifically. I was able to get their rates from some contacts. I believe if we did reach out, they seem the type to either accept credit payment or to accept work, essentially. As you understand, or could assume to understand, they their resources are a bit limited. So having others do things for them kind of broadens their fingerprint, if you will.
Oh man, this could work out perfectly for us. I have a platform that I can like expand their fingerprint.
I don't know if they meant that way, but
I'm a big time influencer, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey man, come over to this gambling planet. It's pretty dope. Cut them a little promo.
pretty dope.
They cut us a little discount.
Yeah, we'll pay an exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
This is
see
for you, the
a problem
intern
with
for our
that. That
company.
sounds pretty good there, Buxus. I think that's smart. Real
You should at
quick,
least hear them out.
I think we should too, to be honest. Working for criminals kind of worries me. It hurts my morale a little bit, but you know, for the greater good of the galaxy and the universe.
Technically, Tex, we're criminals.
No.
Ooh.
I mean, you're a wanted bounty from the Dominion.
No.
The Dominion are bad guys, period.
Listen-
if they've got
listen
bounty
here.
on my head, that means I'm a good girl.
That's apples to eggs, sir. You got they're rotten eggs. We're fresh daisy apples. Like I don't know what you're talking about. We ain't evil. We're not on the bad
That's
side.
FDA, boy. Woo! Fresh daisy apples.
That's what I'm talking about. Second, we said we essentially they'd probably want 5,000 credits. You said we only
The current
Procure-
treasury is at 1,500.
1,500. Sir, I don't think that's gonna work.
That's a third. That's a third of our take.
The math
My
ain't
ma-
mathin'.
If my math is correct, 1, 2, 3, we're short by a lot.
Indeed.
3,500 to be precise.
Yeah, potentially
Listen
we
here,
would
Princess, you
either
keep reading
have
my
to
mind.
do. We'd have to do a job for them or a job for somebody to get us some money. So, them's
Well,
the
here's
breaks.
the tea. First off,
I left my knee pads at the last planet. I don't know if I want to do that type of job.
It's not
Especially
the
not
only
after what
thing
just
that
happened.
pays, Buxus.
like we can do some mining work. Guns out, baby. We can do some of that. That's
I can
gonna
do
take a
some
little bit longer.
shows.
She can do some
Is
shows.
it laundry night? Is it laundry night, guys?
It's laundry night
returns.
somewhere.
I think we could do something.
Somehow, laundry night returned.
Always
Don't feel
does.
upset about it. We made good
He
money.
said that
doing
like it's a horror movie.
right.
The return of
Somehow
laundry night.
Jason has returned, but no.
Golly.
Well,
I'm just saying. I think we should plot a course for this asteroid. What's the asteroid called again?
it's called The Rock.
Oh, sick.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
dope. That is like the coolest place to go gamble and do illegal and illicit shit. Like,
Yeah, let's head out to the Rock.
oh,
They're
we're
not
we're
doing
chilling at the Rock tonight,
illicit
bro. I'm telling you.
things. It's an honest business, especially if these rotten corporations want it. So, anyways, let's go talk with these business partners of ours and figure out.
Oh man, is there going to be a door that we knock on and there's like a slide? Like, what's the password?
What are you buying?
I've been watching way too much to where I'm from shit. Like,
This sounds like a bar we need to open on the Rock. Like, just have that all the time for all your patrons to let them live out their noir fantasies, make big bucks.
Also, can you get into Congo.com so we can figure out some weaponry we can find? Well, Amazon.com went down about 200 years ago. So now it's Congo.com. I think they, did like a separate LLC kind of thing.
it's not rated by Jeff. It's Jim Bezos. His brother.
His nephew.
Bezos.
Yeah.
Jim Bezos.
Bezos, yes,
Bezos.
Bezos.
He thought he was going to be an immortal, but somebody took out an immortal.
Happens.
Everyone
No,
wants to
it's,
be
it's, it's,
immortal, bro.
it's his uploaded consciousness that corrupted.
Son of a bitch. We thought he was done for.
Actually, you guys have figured out the campaign. The Emperor is Bezos, so
Big bad.
Game over, team.
yeah.
over.
Sorry about that.
And Mark,
I'm glad we're helping you with the lore drop here, Travis.
Yeah.
With the one, right?
I mean, I guess that's it. We'll wrap it up here.
Done and
Game
dusted.
over. Game over. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Also, right, D, about your
Mhm.
your computer check with the Zerg, you also think you and Nova kind of have compared notes. You think that you could also get the portion of that decrypted, like uncorrupted, essentially.
The
to where
location.
You could get, so you could get some more information about that. Might
So
be
is
able
anybody
to
else-
throw that in on the old decryption fee.
has anybody else been reading up on these like sanguine, like we're talking space vampires, right? Am I the only person that's picking up space vampire?
No, not at all, man. He said sanguine people, so it's like either they're fish people, like the Sangwahari people, or they're manipulating blood magic and shit like that. So I get
Space
what you're getting.
vampires.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, once they said that they exsanguinate their test subjects, it pretty much stood to reason that they were somewhere along the line.
Listen here, Bucks. I ain't that smart, but I know about sanguination, sir. I legitimately
I got that on the
don't
list
wanna-
of shit I
Listen
don't
here.
want happening.
I'm scared. I'm scared of calcium constructs. Not yours, Zamir, because yours are our buddies. But other ones creep me out, and I will destroy on sight if I see an undead sanguimancer on sight.
Now the thing is, that I don't know that they're undead.
Sweet
Going
Jesus.
by what I've read about it so far, it doesn't sound as if they are. Besides, I've known some very nice vampires. They're quite lovely,
Are they?
very much so.
I mean, I read about them in some of these old books where like vampires are really nice and romantic to women. They're not so nice to dudes.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
Shamir and I will be fine.
Some of them are quite taken with men.
I don't think they'll like
Yeah,
Malachi.
that's
I mean, he's kind of got like a dark vampire-esque aesthetic with like the shadows and the hoods and stuff, but like, I don't think they'll like me at all.
Well, we'll have to see what these particular beings are all about. I don't believe they're traditional vampires. At least
You saw this. You saw. They said treat them like they're wild animals. This is crazy.
Yes, they're quite interesting.
They don't seem like the Harlequin novel vampires that are like, you know, walking around looking like D'Artagnan. Like these are like the 28 Days Later vampires. Like
I don't know what any of those words mean.
I have no frame of reference.
You gotta get on this but I need to watch on this bit.
But I assure you, they at least
Pirate a movie or something.
You can at least get some study done on them. They seem quite fascinating. I'm curious as if they are related to vampires at all, or if they are just a separate species altogether.
I Am Legend. They're like living in the fucking hovels and like just tearing people apart.
You know what, Nova? Real quick, you think we can talk to Jen? Bring her out here, ask her a couple questions, see if she knows anything about the
Sanguinari.
Sanguinari first off, and then also the Zerg. You think she wouldn't know anything? Because
I think you can talk to her anytime you want, but you can ask her if she wants to be seen and heard by everyone else.
Might be a bad idea.
I don't see a problem. Or we can also talk to the professor. Zamir, I know you got a good rapport with the professor. We can see if they know any information about it.
I feel like going to see the professor without a body is kind of like showing up empty-handed to a birthday party.
I don't think so, because he likes research. We're literally giving him information about certain things, and he might know about, or he can delve into it a little bit with some of his knowledge, collective knowledge. I personally think he would revel at the idea of something fresh and new coming to him at the moment. And speaking of body, how are we looking on that? Like, is that something we can procure at this at the Rock as well, or we still need to work on building one?
We need to slay at least 5 or 6 more death gods in order to be able to fully come to a conclusion on that.
Oh,
I need either living or dead subjects.
Well, we're gonna have to procure some weapons that I can tactfully tack them down. We can find ooh. Now, back in my old days before I joined the Nova Corps here, I just now thought of that Nova Corps.
It's like, is that her name?
Crazy apple.
Damn good name right there.
They didn't like that he surprised himself. That's awesome.
Has a nice ring to it.
I
was a pretty good megafauna hunter back in my youth before I joined the military. I think if we can find some really good components and things of that nature, we can make some graviton traps. I think it'd be good to tie them down in a specific spot, and then it's easy to move them and everything. AKA, this is the shit off of Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's like that thing that holds them in place.
I was thinking about Ghostbusters, with like the little slide pad, and we step on it, and it opens up. And
well, that sucks them in.
Ghosts. Who are we we're capturing the professor, or who are we getting?
No,
the Dominion Blackguards.
Or Blackguards. Sorry, I gotta change it.
I feel like if you guys stay somewhere long enough, they'll just come to you. Like, they are chasing you.
Word.
If we're gonna go use ourselves as bait, I do think we need to make sure not to just be like, we don't want to go to the Rock and hang out there because that would cause issues.
I'll just let you guys know I am a masturbator.
I walked right into
Take a hero point away. Right. Take a hero point away.
You permanently lost a level, Buxus.
Horrible.
I like that.
Next time. They all can't land, you know?
If it stands to reason that we're in no particular rush for the Black Draw's armor. Almost certainly they'll be coming after us one way or another. We simply get them as we come across them.
Well, we could think on it. I could reach out to the Sons of Korhal and see. I'm assuming, since obviously we don't have the credits for payment, that we could see what the jobs are that they would like us to do, and then we can, figure out if we're okay with either one.
We're gonna do some cloak and dagger stuff.
Who knows?
I'm like gesturing to Malachi, like
this guy. He knows what I'm talking about. However, there is one other piece of Trinity. Where did you go?
I'm glad I didn't miss this.
She kind of looks concerned. Apparently, the Fey realm. I haven't had a chance to research it yet. I'm not 100% what that means.
Well, you're surrounded by some of the greatest researchers, so...
That means that it really happened, if you noticed it. I didn't just make it up.
No, she most certainly disappeared. That much was clear.
I showed up in the Fey realm, talked to a lovely lady who told me that I have the privilege of being the Summer Court princess. Along with that privilege, I apparently also now have a bounty on my head.
Welcome to the club.
A second bounty, even.
I highly valued on the market, apparently. And that I was told I needed to be watching my back for folks from the Winter Court, as they would like to see me.
Okay.
But that's all they said, and then poofed me back into the middle of a terrible firefight where we did not do a very good job of trying to maintain my life.
Or disarm traps.
Or disarm traps.
Or turn on computers.
Well, we
Guys, I think we need to do some work between now and our next run. We have some rough spots. Nothing some practice won't fix, but we got to do some practice.
That's true.
But yeah, no.
On top of everything is it's quite troublesome. Did they give you any indication, any extra information other than the Winter Court is coming for you? Good luck.
Well, they did tell me the last princess got by the Winter Court, so that's how I got promoted.
Is this possible that like Jin and Nova, like this is another AI entity? Like, it seems like, I'm not trying to be rude, but it seems like the AIs kind of address us in a way that's comfortable to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jin shows up in the green dress and Texas like, ho, 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 you know? and Trinity, they show up as like a fairy and they tell you you're a fairy princess. Like,
I
would. Are you questioning my royal lineage?
I just found out about.
I believe if you believe, but what I'm saying
a very
is
likely story.
Because I trust that you believe that.
I believe that you believe that I believe.
I would say, Buxus, that it is not completely unlikely or impossible that there could be an AI or some entity that would manipulate someone in that manner. I would say that there are instances of what you would call the Fae, as essentially that they exist, that they're very mysterious, but that they do exist.
Would just this kind of out of character, like from Bucks's perspective, like he would not have experienced anything from the Fae at this point, right? Like that would just be story time to him, right?
I guess briefly, Buxus,
and
tell
Levi.
me what your like backstory is, like that you know of right now, I guess, so I could tell you if you likely would have potentially been around Fae shit.
Essentially, hive mind, slave colony, escaped the hive mind slave colony, started to become independent. Enjoyed the fact that like everybody on the internet, even though they're not forced to be in a hive mind slave colony, kind of are. So he's like, "Oh, that's really interesting. I've spent all this time trying to escape it, but this is the reality of it."
Yeah. Okay. Now, your like hive location, was that on a planet? Was that like floating in space type thing? Like what? How does that work for Buxus and their colony?
Oh, it was a big planet.
So it was a planet.
Bug people, yeah.
I think that there definitely could have been instances where I don't even remember what your ancestry is called, but essentially your hive could have come across
the Sheeran.
Right, the Sheeran. You guys could have come across Fae where like playful bullshit, you know, people go missing. Now it's sort of the it's not like it's almost like Aliens in the US, right? It's like some folks kind of just assume that they exist. Some folks think that it's complete bullshit, but like there are documentation of this sort of stuff.
It's always like
right?
a fuzzy video, like
yeah,
like
it's like yeah, exactly. So the Fae are essentially like Sasquatch, where it's like you got some firm believers. So I just
had my own Fae abduction experience.
Yeah, essentially you've been abducted.
I've come back and nobody believes me.
Yes.
You wake up naked in a field and you're like, the aliens are here. And everyone's like, come on, man.
Bucks is like,
knock it off, Tim.
Like,
I'm sure it was a super AI, right? Not the real Fae. Like, that's not
there's
real.
Nothing that science can't explain. Like, you're being
That would be kind of what it is.
We've seen some wild shit, but you're being pretty crazy.
So it's totally up to you, Levi, on whether or not Buxus believes that the Fae exists, but I think that you could have the potential of, like, they might exist, you know? It wasn't like the Sheeran and the Fae had, like, you know,
strong
trade
ties.
clauses or anything like that. Yeah. You guys didn't, like, interact really at all, besides just, like, Fae fucking arounds, but,
yeah, sure. You just didn't eat like some bad protein powder. Not saying that Tex can't cook, but you know,
I'm not the only one that saw me disappear.
And there was evidence of the Fae, the leaves within the tunnel. How do you explain those?
Leaves
explain that, Buxus?
Everywhere, bro.
We were on the desert.
There are literally leaves everywhere. There's leaves on this spaceship, like right now.
Buxus, we were on a desert planet in a bunker. Where did the leaves come from?
Robots carry shit. The robots carry.
Buxus, I don't question your follower count.
Because it's real. There's really people out there. There
might not be real people.
Yeah, they're all bots.
They're all bots.
It might not be real people, but they're people, really.
I love that he responded like Zamiro's a QAnon supporter. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's scary leaves, bro. It's crazy.
Well,
you've never seen leaves in the desert? Come on, knock it off.
Whether or not the Fae is real or not, we likely still should be a little cautious, as we pretty much always are. So this supposed Winter Court princess thing,
are they in the room with us now?
No,
she is. She's right there, obviously.
The Winter Court princess is not here. I'd be dead.
Sorry, Summer, whichever one you are. Do you have duties? Was any of this explained? Just Just
was all
don't die
very
is what they
fast.
said. This is your duty. Don't die. Huh.
That I remember, it was all a lot to take in, getting sucked into the Fey realm and royalty bestowed upon me, and then thrust back into robot Deathland.
Mayhem, yes.
It's been a lot, Nova.
Okay. I just
I wanna
figured,
get
you know.
sucked into the playground.
Hey, quick
It
question,
was very
Travis.
pretty, but they didn't let me stay.
Shoot.
How do you feel about retraining feats along the way to the rock?
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you okay? Like, I didn't know if we were doing
As
it,
long
like,
as we're essentially, if we're not in a fight, I don't really give a fuck if you want to rebuild your character on something. Like, I don't.
okay.
It does not matter to me.
Like, I feel like in this moment, like, Tex is all like, well, I think you guys got it. I'm gonna do a quick little meal for everybody before I go, and I gotta do some training real quick. This is bullshit.
You might want to check the expiration date on some of that protein.
Listen here, you little bug. I make sure all of our stuff is properly made by the atomizer. The atomizer is the only thing that we can get up here out in space, and then when we are able to get to a planet, I procure fresh vegetables, fruits, and protein for
Probably
the
why I got like no money.
And that
The food budget
listen
is
here.
enormous.
the budget is pretty big, but it's for your protection and your health and your mind, right? Because
You gotta invest in your health.
So
You
Health
gotta
is
invest
wealth.
in your health. Yeah.
and he gets real close to you, Buck says, "Don't you ever talk about my fucking food."
Buxus, why are you being
The
so
most
mean?
offensive thing you can say.
I had like a really near-death experience, and you guys are just kind of breezing past it, and it's kind of upsetting to me.
Well, let's talk about it,
Then
bud.
go and
You don't
meditate
gotta
on your own
lash
damn
out.
stuff, and he like leaves out of the room. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. None of y'all get any food because of that bullshit. And then he walks and he goes into his own thing.
How dare you complain about almost dying?
This is how he copes. He was literally about to make food for everybody, try and calm everybody down, and then go retrain and then focus on his mind. But
This
then
is
you're
your
just
fault,
gonna
Buxus.
insult him.
I didn't insult him. I said it could
You
just
did
never-
insult him.
Almost die
No.
ever again.
Don't
Yeah.
ever almost die.
Ever.
You're a real jerk when that happens.
Yeah.
What is
You almost die or
have to
something?
do with Texas food? Like that's rude. It's not the food that almost killed you. It's what we did in the combat situation. And another thing,
tripping balls, and
you know what? I'm just all you gonna get is protein granola bars from now on. And then he walks back out. He's stomping out.
Oh, well, now we won't get to eat those tasty cakes again.
I'm sure he'll make some again eventually. We'll just gotta let him cool off. I'm pretty sure he's just pissed off about the last fight you guys had.
He's gonna
He'll
make
get over it.
He'll make
get
it.
over it. So I think let's see. We need to figure out more about these Sons of Korhal and their potential missions. We probably should do some research on what we can figure out with the Fae. Anyone else have any thoughts that we should table for now? That we should look into though in the future?
Looking over my notes real quick.
Malachi, you've been amazingly quiet. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm fine with whatever. It seems like everybody's a little stressed out over what just happened. I've almost died a bunch of times.
Nothing new to you, huh?
I do
What?
think that maybe I'm realizing now that the Fae screwed up one of my marks when I was assassin one time. Didn't know what it was, but I think I know what it is now.
Oh, now he's on this bandwagon too?
Out of character, I have to say that it is funny. Even Trinity was like, "Oh, Nova, thanks. It did happen. I'm not crazy." But then as soon as Bux's questions are, "Oh, fuck no, you fuck you guy. I'm a princess. How dare you question me?"
Oh man.
So, you know.
Yeah. Princess just went right out the window,
Right.
went right back to the.
Don't you take away my title.
How dare you question me? I can question me. You can't question me.
Yeah. You got anything else, Steve, from your notes? Or are we good?
With the other heroes, I only put down that they were summoned. I don't know if we talked about those in that conversation with Jen.
She gave you a list of essentially what classes. Like that's kind of how she was titling you guys as well. So you guys have a list of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, she doesn't know what they're doing right now. If that's sort of your line of questioning, like she kind of had like them sent out to kind of gather information, and then get back to her so that she could then use that information and send them out again type shit. So basically what she would do is like she had them in pairs. She sent them out to go get intel on this, do this dirty work, do this thing, do that thing. She'd come back, use that information, have them go do a new thing, and just be continuous kind of sending folks out. And point being was like she got closest with Yuki and the Spearmen to the key, so she was kind of like with them, riding along with them to do this. Her and Yuki saw the mural as a potential means of like basically integrating into your guys' group, and then she got into your group that way. She then also, as you know, she gave Tex his powers so that you guys could get into Yuki's realm, because she kind of saw you guys as being able to get to the key better than she was going to, right? But kind of outside of that, currently she does not know what they're doing. She doesn't know essentially if they're like trying to come find her or something. I think actually, yeah, potentially do we want to talk with Jin about this? Is this something that you'd want to dive deeper with Jamira? Because that's like the stuff you did know, but there's potentially you could discuss more shit out of her, I guess.
I guess the only thing Jamira would bring up if we were talking about stuff that needs to be researched is looking into any incidents that sort of match what her people were getting up to beforehand on the rock. Like if there's any, basically trying to see like, is there anything matching what they were getting up to on the rock to be prepared for if one of them is there, if one of the pairs is there, potentially.
So we can keep it pretty brief, but essentially if you kind of like send a text message in the group chat or whatever, right?
I mean, she would say it before everyone like kind of breaks apart. Like this. Well,
Tex already left, right? So like Jin kind of lives with Tex right now. So I would assume that there is basically a Teams. You guys have Slack or whatever, right? And like Jin can communicate with you guys via that. Like so, she has instant communication with Tex, but you guys can send emails essentially to Jin.
Okay.
She would say that that basically there is a potential for one of her groups to be there. She does not know if it is, but that sort of place would sort of align with the like the mission of one of the groups. Let me actually pull up.
I was gonna say, does she know specifically which pair?
Yeah,
or
so she would know that. I have to go find my fucking group of lads. So that would be in this one. Yeah, so that would be the Druid and Exemplar team.
Druid and Exemplar may be hanging around.
Yeah, put that there for you. Because basically that team was supposed to, I mean, potentially even the Sons of Korhal would be who they're kind of hanging around with. Now, the Sons of Korhal is a single criminal entity, and there's more than one criminal entity on the Rock, obviously, right? Like, you've got a bunch of illicit and gambling and all that sort of shit, right? So there's going to be lots of people trying to get their hands worth of gold or credits. But, like, the Druid and the Exemplar were supposed to be kind of investigating in, like, underneath proper society, right? Like they were supposed to be living amongst the crime and sort of figuring out the piece of information they could from there. I think it's probably been something like just over a year or so since Jen has had contact with them. So, and generally it would be about like a year and a half between communications with who Jin was had discussing things with her team.
Gotcha.
Another sort of outside question related to that: are her teams gonna notice that she's like missing? Are they still gonna be able to get a hold of her?
That's a good question.
Maybe. Make a everyone make a let's see. I will accept occultism, arcana, computers. What are all the skills? Yeah, I'll accept arcana, computers, occultism,
Religion?
sure. For Buxus, it makes sense.
Yes.
I'll accept those four.
Yeah,
Make
it is
some
his religion.
checks for that. Yeah, pretty much is tech, like that sort of shit is his religion, so I guess it
Did
makes
not
sense.
roll
for me.
that great. Hopefully somebody else rolls better. Way to
There
go,
we go.
Chimera!
Those are spicy.
Spicy roll.
These are some good 30s. Okay, this is very, very knowledgeable.
Yay!
Okay, so you think there is potential if Jin wants to be discovered, she could be.
Yeah.
So, depending on everyone's feelings on this subject, you could imprison Jin to the ship if you were to go to the Rock.
But she could be a useful source of information. on the Rock.
I feel as if we've kind of already decided that we weren't going to do that with Jin.
Yeah,
But-
we already kind of debated that whole like we could.
This
imprison
was a
her and
debate,
go
right?
like that.
Now, the
Yeah.
potential downside for her leaving the ship on the Borderlands planet was not as high as her potentially running into her old allies. But potentially her old allies could be useful to you guys. Who knows, right? We don't really know what Jin would do in that situation, but you think that potentially she could somehow get into communication with them if they were there.
Maybe they'd be willing to talk.
Maybe they'd be willing to talk. I think I
Gold
would
is kind of
say
lightning at this point, right?
I would say at this point you guys feel as if she's kind of already saddled up with you guys, thinking that you're the best bet to accomplish what she wants. So it's not impossible or crazy to think that she would use all the means that she can to further. As long as you want to kill the Emperor, she will help you, right? So it's like,
Right.
shit,
but
maybe
what
the
if we're
Sons of
not-
Korhal want you guys to kill a guy, and this group doesn't want to do it. And she's like, well, I got some guys, you know. So who knows?
We can keep our hands clean.
Yeah, we could go down that path when we want. That's the I think we've had this debate. If you're not the one pulling the trigger, but someone you told to do it does. Is it still?
Yeah, that was sort of
Are we
the crux of the
passing the
argument
buck or
last
not?
time.
But anyway, yeah. Point being, she could probably get into contact with those two.
I was less worried about her getting in contact with them because we've kind of already decided that we've bunked up with her, at least from my perspective. I was more worried they would just be like, "Oh, you kidnapped our AI lady and we want her back," and wouldn't give us really a chance to talk it out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that they would assassinate you. Like, I don't think that they would shoot you off scene type bullshit. I wouldn't do that to you guys. There would always be some sort of way for you guys to at
I
least
have a bounty
discuss
on my
that
head
sort
now.
of
I
shit.
have to be careful.
No, you do. I'll tell you right now, Maggie, as the DM, I'm not going to just randomly kill you, okay? That's not fun. So
I didn't think you would randomly kill us. It was more like, oh, we're gonna go on this mission and we are gonna be hot in a battle like we just were, and then this druid and exemplar are also going to show up because they have missed Jen and suddenly could read her signature or something.
What's our bounty?
I don't know.
Real
if I
quick.
set that
Look,
yet.
I just want to know our power level while we're at it.
Our One Piece power level.
Yeah,
Power
1.1
level.
million berries.
1 million berries. Yeah,
Mm.
it's not that high yet. Like, according to
it's
the
not.
Dominion, you've done, petty bullshit. You fucked with their
We're barely half a star.
You're like half-star terrorists at this point, right? Like, you stopped.
Not Yonko level
You
yet.
basically you semi-led an insurrection, but like you aren't,
Yeah, we got more work to do, y'all.
yeah, you're,
Mhm.
you're not fully leading the rebellion yet. So they're not. I mean, there's terrorists in every fucking planet to them, right? So
We just took down Arlong Park. That's what it was.
Oh, that's nothing then, I guess.
yeah, you guys are still small time.
Not even a blip.
Not even enough for the world government to come looking for us yet.
Mm-mm.
Maybe if you
Not even
land
the
somewhere
local
long
Marines
enough,
give a
we can
shit.
see if the blackguards arrive. But okay. I think is that everything for this conversation for now?
I think so, from my end at least.
Perfect. Then Nova will do the little bit of digging. Everyone kind of heads back to their respected bunks and such.
I do have a rules question, just
Okay.
kind of bouncing off of what Mo asked earlier. If I wanted to, because you said you were fine with things changing, I just wanted to know like what the limit is here, because I was going to consider changing the paradox to the one that you had texted me before that you thought I was.
Whatever
I was
you would
that one
like.
seems-
My
that one seems
my only request, I guess, is like try not to do it every session. I get that
Sure.
like some things don't feel great and we'd like to try other things, but like don't show
Don't
up
go
with a new
nutty.
character every single time. But even
No,
that,
You're
it's
not
like
gonna
fuck
say
it.
eat
What
I
if
think
fire?
it's
that's
good?
I think that's the reason why I asked if feat could change, because in game, Pathfinder, Starfinder, there are ways that you can retrain a feature. So that's why I was like, that's kind of cool, because then now I can do my montage in my mind palace, and then re-swap some things out to where it's all like, now I can use a gun, and then if somebody gets too close, I can swap into my glaive and then go to action. So he's a little bit more versatile in those moments. And then that's also why I put the 1 credits equals 10 gold, just in case like the foundry doesn't earn credits. So now you know, like, we only really have 25 gold or 25 credits or what, 25 gold actually, yeah. So it's because it's originally we would have 250 credits, but 10 per is like,
Oh, you're already
25.
splitting them.
Yeah, I split it 6 ways. There's 250 for 6 of us. And then out of that, if we're converting it to gold, you only have 25 gold collectively. So, if not, if you don't convert it, you have 25.
Is their stuff all
250
based
credits.
off of? I'm curious. Does Path Builder use credits on the Starfinder shit?
the Path Builder online, it's showing up as gold for me. That's why I was like, well, shit. Now I gotta convert it so everybody knows, so we can just push forward. And then my final question is like, I know I was making a joke about Amazon and Unga.com, but can we like while we're on the ship, like place the order, and then when we hit the rock, we can go pick up our weapons and stuff like that from like some vendor or whatever.
Yeah, essentially that would be how it would work.
Okay, for sure. So yeah, I legitimately, Maggie, probably get like some type of like deflector shield, and a firearm since you're a distance girl. Maybe a couple grenades. Legitimately, everybody else like firearms, grenades, and then
I'm seeing sorry to interrupt you, Mo. I'm seeing the Starfinder stuff as credits on Path Builder. So
mine shows up as gold, so I don't know how to change it.
Are you looking at Pathfinder stuff instead of Starfinder stuff?
No, I'm on the Starfinder, and then when I do the thing, it's like dual class. Da 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 da. I had to do.
Yeah, no, I mean like if you look at a med patch, what does it show, gold or credits? Essentially, what I'm asking is, are you looking at Pathfinder gear or Starfinder gear?
Well, I was looking at the freaking flamethrower. I was trying to see what that was, and it showed up as gold. Yeah, that's again. So you know the conversion. Whatever works. Mine just show up as gold. I think that's like an option thing I need to change out. But anyways,
it was helpful for in here anyway, just because we don't have credits on the character sheet, so easier to just put it as gold. So
it's gold on our character sheet. So,
well, hold on. Let me look at. Do you don't buy stuff on here, right? You just drag it onto your fucking sheet.
You can put in the currency there, and then you can drag and drop, and then it should automatically
it does
subtract.
Shit. I'm just curious now because so the assassin rifle it says it's 10 gold. And a weapon assassin rifle. Yeah. So assassin rifle is 100 credits, so 10 gold. Yeah, that lines up. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess I can convert it to golds for you guys so that we can not have to constantly convert shit. But yeah, so also as part of like equipment shit, the stuff that is easily findable is Starfinder shit. Like Pathfinder stuff is going to be difficult to find. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like it's at an antique store type shit, right? Like it's not, the world is of Starfinder right now.
My bad, I had that shit backwards.
So if you want
my bad.
You're good.
If you want something that's old essentially, then we'll discuss shit like that. Everything else that you can find in the Starfinder shit is findable and buyable. The other stuff is a little bit more hard to find, I guess I should say. So, you guys break for the day to go retrain and think over your thoughts. Buxus needs to, figure out why he almost died and all that.
He just grab a Snickers.
That's right. Just grab a Snickers and you'll be all good. So after about a day or so, you guys are probably just flying in the direction of the rock. You're not like there yet or anything. But Nova calls you guys again to the bridge. And she just says that she's got I've got some more information. I reached out to the Sons of Korhal directly to let them know that we're interested in their services. And as it was made known to me, they would be willing to accept other forms of payment besides credits. And after discussing that with them, they didn't give me the full details, obviously because we essentially had not accepted the job yet. As I told them I needed to discuss it with my team, but it would appear that there are 2 jobs that are open that they would accept as payment for this. The first would be, well, basically someone owes them money, and we need to retrieve that money. You can kind of fill in details there. The other, which I think might be a little bit more up our alley in terms of morality, they want some Dominion tech. I sort of assumed that would be the job that we would prefer.
Our interests certainly align on that one.
Indeed.
It would present the opportunity for us to even potentially get a body for the professor.
That is my thoughts, at least.
So maybe we can knock 2 or 3 birds out with, 1 Gatling gun. So, but I'm bringing this to the group to discuss. So, what sort of thoughts? Also, there's those 2 jobs as well as just any other sort of merc work that we could get to get the credits elsewhere. We don't have to take these jobs for them.
You heard what Tech said. He'll definitely do some mining work, some dangerous miner work.
We're not going to do mining work.
Just saying.
We're not going to roleplay mining.
Did we
mined and now we have money. Okay.
Like we could have done like a mining thing at like solo leveling, be hitting up all these good stuff, and then like some monster comes out that's like has precious jewels on its back. Man, I'm giving you gems here, and you're just saying.
You're right, man. You're right.
Nah.
It's a mining pun.
He's going back to training. Fucking rude.
I was gonna say for Bucks as a training, like you guys made me feel like such a POS for not having stunning strikes.
That was Calvin, man. He's not even here.
I'm taking stunning strikes. I was like, oh my god.
I feel like what you had was fine. Being able to run fast as fuck was fine.
Oh man, so I have
that was Calvin with his "I've never been so disgusted" face.
Yeah, the look on his face was priceless. I was like, oh my god. You would have thought I slapped his grandmother.
Yeah.
You don't have stunning, so
Oh no.
Social faux pas.
Oh man, like I just farted at the dinner table. It was crazy. I loved it though. It was
Can't do
awesome.
that, man. Can't do that.
So I have stunning strikes now. Let you know.
Well, thank goodness.
How'd it go?
So, are you guys interested in either of those 2 jobs, or should we try to?
Oh yeah, I'm all for kicking
I
some
want to
Dominion
do the
butt.
Dominion one.
All right.
Anytime we can kill Dominion, I'm down.
Malachi's a man of few words, but I know from looking at him, he wants to kill some Dominion.
You're right. He does.
You can just see it in his eyes.
I'll get back in touch with the Sons of Korhal.
Jameer just needs some bodies.
Yeah, I just need bodies.
That's not creepy at all.
I'm not.
She needs Blackguard bodies.
There you go. Descriptor is important.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure on where this Dominion is, but I'll get in contact with them and they can shoot us in the right direction. You guys were putting together equipment orders, yeah? If you have those ready, I can send them in for us to the Rock for when we get there afterwards. Just let me know. I'll send them forward.
Copy.
I want those hand wraps of mighty blows.
Mighty blows. Give me the blow. I don't know if there is anything like that in
I'm throwing
Starfighter.
so many hands.
showing
There's
so
a-
many hands.
We're not mixing Pathfinder, Starfinder equip.
We just
Like,
went
they
over
don't
this.
have-
No.
Did we? I did phase
Yeah.
out of my brain, bro.
Yeah, it said Starfinder stuff is common and available. Pathfinder stuff is not. Not that I'm saying it's impossible to get. It's just that we're in the future now, right? So like,
Oh, well,
stuff
they
of the
have
past
different
is-
augments. They have different augments that are similar, I guess.
What they call them in Starfinder is hard light hand wraps,
there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
which is
It's
even
just
better because that means like I can put holograms on them and like thumbs up emoji, thumbs down emoji,
Or
Yeah.
pow,
smiley face
Downvote.
emoji.
have some straight
Downvote,
automatopoeia
downvote.
going on.
I think that
Yeah, some
works.
hit boom zap zonk. That's always been my
Zonk.
favorite one.
Zonk.
I don't know. Blam is always a good one.
Yeah, Blam is nice.
Blam, blam.
What even is Zonk trying to say?
I don't.
He's got
That's the
zonk,
sound when you
bro.
get a right hook and it throws your jaw off to the left. Zonk. Like, if you ever caught a right hook and your jaw went off to the left, you know
I don't
what a
think I've
zonk
been
sounds
zonked,
like.
bro. I don't know if I've been zonked.
You know
before.
what a zonk sounds like.
I
if you
probably
got-
would know if I've been zonked, dude.
just
Thankfully,
like
I've not been zonked.
when you play dodgeball, you catch a boit. You know what a boit is.
I think we need to get dodgeball on
Everybody
the
that's
ship.
laughing knows exactly what the boit is.
I think we gotta get dodgeball on here. Okay. So more time passes as the communication with the core hall set up the details. So you guys will be able to essentially trying to think of where this would be. Actually, I think that the Sons of Korhal would basically what Nova tells you guys is that after you guys have discussed and are willing to do this job for them, that they want to bring you guys in to give you the mission details themselves. They don't want to essentially email you the job. So they would want to kind of keep it under wraps, keep it close to the chest for them. So they're gonna bring you guys in. Is there any hesitation, or essentially, I guess I'm gonna ask, are you guys ready to go to the Rock? Or is there anything else that you guys want to do before kind of landing there for the first time?
No.
Can't think of anything. I'm doing a shopping list at the moment, or
For sure.
looking for stuff, but that's it.
I don't know.
Perfect.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Well, we're always
that seems
missing
like
something.
a warning. Are you sure you want to go to the Rock?
I just don't want to, presume. But anyway, here's the Rock. You can see this sort of asteroid pull up into the the window of the bridge here. From the outside, it's just a giant asteroid. Inside, what looks to be a hollowed out area that once was filled with a mining operation is now filled with many neon lights. It's kind of like a cyberpunky Las Vegas on crack type thing.
What
Lots
a
of-
description.
Yeah, so there's as you're kind of like flying into the hole there, you can see casinos and operas and theaters, and like there's many different crusts, many different tiers of entertainment, if you will, right? Like there's all kinds of ways for you to lose your money or blood here, right? Like any sort of fun you want to have here, you think you could. So you basically you fly into the Rock. You end up docking at one of the docking stations. Nova is essentially with the help of the captain kind of just heading up the minor repairs and shit, right? Like you've been out in space for a while. There's just some general maintenance that you need to do to the ship, so she's gonna handle that while you guys essentially head to the sort of Sons of Korhal headquarters, or at least the location that they provided to you. And yeah, it's a very vertical place because that's sort of how they had to build it within this asteroid. So instead of like a city where they kind of spread out horizontally, this one just kind of builds on top of itself. So there's lots of stairs. There's obviously elevators and such, but generally
Like Kowloon Wall City.
Yeah, a lot of folks will skip the elevator because there's puke or piss in it and you have to wait for it, and there's lots of folks, and you kind of just end up doing the stairs a lot anyway. So as you're
stairs or escalators?
They're stairs. Because escalator you're doing like this, right? So like the distance is this. Stairs you could kind of go more uppy. So like escalators would take up too much foot space, whatever. Yeah, exactly. So they're stairs. Now hopefully you guys brought your running shoes, because you guys are adventurers, okay? Stairs aren't going to defeat you, okay? How many fucking flights of stairs were in FF7? Like 50 or something? So yeah, you're basically you're leaving the dock, you're heading over to this place, and the instructions actually, I think that at this point there's almost like a virtual GPS type of thing. So like you guys have like a augmented reality, like, I guess, let me ask you this. Does anyone have that sort of shit on them, or are you just like kind of comlink? How does your guys' tech levels, I guess I should ask, how integrated into... Right, because she just got introduced to all this shit.
Yeah, she just has the comm unit, I think.
Buxus is always connect. He's got the comm link. He's got the screen that pops up in front of him.
Yeah, so I guess like Buxus, do you have like the AR contacts? Do you have like something that pops up over your eyes? Like how?
Google Glass.
Well, you know how he wears like these monk robes? Like when the hood's up, it's got like the AI overlay. Almost like Tony Stark, how he's got like Jarvis and everything in there. So like he sees everything that's going on like in the city when he's in there. Like if there's a new ramen shop that opens up, like it pops up and gives him a notification. Like as long as his hood's up, but if his hood's down, then text off.
Real life. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So I think probably Buxus is the one leading you guys, but they were basically able to give you like a how to get to our shop type shit. Just a fucking arrow pointing out of your forehead, basically, Buxus. Yeah. So, you're it's funny. You're like, what the fuck is this place? Because like you left the dock, you went up some stairs, you crossed over this thing, you went down some stairs, you went around a building. It's just like obviously this place was not built by a city planner, right? Like this place is haphazard as fuck. Like even in some of the nicer places, you could tell, you could see the remnants of the old mining operation. Like there's just giant fucking piping, and like they had essentially like rails, like almost like train rails for when they were hauling out all the minerals, and that stuff is like being used by like a trolley now for like one of the main streets. So like you could see the evidence of the mining here, many years later. But yeah, you eventually show up to what looks like it was a almost like a staging warehouse. It's kind of more on the outskirts of the asteroid. You don't actually. Everyone, make me a society check real quick. Just curious what you guys would know about this.
Society.
Because my society is +0.
That's a delicious roll.
Look at Tex.
Tex has definitely been here on his off time.
For sure. I think
like
Tex,
battlegrounds here.
Jamira, you're generally smart. It's just so funny because it's like, would Jamira know shit about this? Because she's only lived in this world
Right.
for
She just got
2 weeks.
brain dumped all the stuff.
She hasn't been here, but she's been here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's like, it's actually really interesting to think about because, like, Jamira, your point of view on this would just be like what your frame of reference is, right? So it's like, okay, in these sort of operations, it would make sense that basically what I'm saying, like, Tex, you could get it from, you have probably worked at places like this, but you're assuming, both Tex and Jamira, you're assuming that their location has access outside the asteroid. So you think that they potentially have their own, like, docking station that connects to this building. So you assume that they have means of coming in and out of the rock without, like, not going through proper channels, if you will.
Right.
Undocumented access type shit. Why do I love type shit so much now? Anyway, type shit.
It's it's so spot on for exactly what you need it to be when it needs to be what it is.
Yeah, you guys get it.
I love type shit. I love some of the vernacular that, like, the Gen Z people are coming up with. Like, it just makes so much more sense. Yeah, the YNs, like, they're on it, man.
They got some good stuff. They got some bad stuff too. Some of it,
they got some really terrible stuff.
You gotta pick and choose some shit.
Yeah.
6-7, right?
God, 8, 9.
I hate that that's the thing for it because I just do this
know
all the
what's
time
funny?
anyway.
Sorry, let me take a step back here. Every time I fucking wash my hands,
Old man rant.
you dry them, right? But they're still a little damp, right? So generally, I would do like this just to air dry them real quick, and then get some lotion. And now I do this every time. It's just like,
Why?
because I always think of it. I'm always like, I'm air drying my hands. I'm like, oh, 6-7. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like for me, it was always just like, either or. Like that's what
Yeah.
I always use it. Now, anytime I do it,
it's
someone's
corrupted.
like,
It's been corrupted. Yeah. So anyway,
I hate when
pull
I
up to their
do
shop.
this. I don't know. But then people are like, oh, 6-7. I'm like, no, I was shrugging. Stop it.
No, no.
I don't. What is the shrug emoji? Is that the 6-7 guy now?
Sorry
Brutal.
for the derail.
We had to discuss
We're so old.
Point being, this what was a warehouse. It's like got metal, like really old kind of shitty steel like walls, and I think it makes perfect sense, Bucks, is that their door has a who's there fucking
Yes.
eye latch. The funny thing is you could tell that it's that there's like 2 different heights, almost like the Hobbit one, right? Like they got the Hobbit eyes and they got the human eyes. It's like basically 2 different sizes. But yeah, it looks there's also a there's a light on the outside of it. And they said that generally, like, if they're expecting someone, that light's going to be on, and that light is on. So, like, you assume that they're expecting you and not someone else, but you know that light should be on. And it is. So good for you guys.
Right.
We'll leave the
As I was saying, though, sorry, I wanted to complete this. The steel wall warehouse is built into the rock. So there's, like, kind of a little bit of a cube of this warehouse, but then there's also just rock above it and around it. So it's built into almost the end of the outer crust of the asteroid. So who knocks? Who's the one that knocks?
Buxus.
Buxus
He was
seems the most
so
excited.
excited.
Bucks, one. Do you have your trench coat on and everything? Mustache and
I have like the trench coat, the collar popped up, the dervish hat, the the glasses with the mustache and the fake nose.
Also, we should probably decide if we're if you guys are going to be addressed as the Nova Corps or what's your
Oh, we can't not at this point.
you guys are
Yeah,
Nova Corps.
It's already in there, bro.
Perfect.
That's locked in.
That's
Type
locked
shit.
in.
Perfect.
I want to give the shave and the haircut. Not.
Perfect. Okay. Oi.
Fresh daisy apples.
This motherfucker.
Who are you?
Nova Corps, here for an appointment with the boss.
Type shit.
1 second. And it takes about 20 seconds. And then just door opens up. Come on in.
Bucks is like, looks back at you guys like, I'm so cool.
So they let you guys in. And yeah, like where you guys are let into, it looks like a fucking warehouse. Like, you don't know when the mining stopped, but like there's fucking shelving and like all sorts of shit. Now the shelving obviously isn't like holding ore or anything now, but it's just like you could see that it's likely actually fuck. What is the Everyone make me, or anyone who's interested, make me a piloting check.
Ooh, I can definitely do that.
Yeah,
Not a
do that.
good piloting one, but I can do
I
it.
got a +5. I've been known to knock around in a T6, shoot going frats.
Nice. Okay, wow, Trinity, the Fey Princess, dips her toes in the racing. Yeah, so Malachi
racer.
specifically, this is pod racing.
Oh my god.
The warehouse, you could tell, Malachi, that the warehouse has been converted to essentially a like a bay that works on I mean, you could literally see from like the parts that it is for racing vehicles and essentially like pod racing. It's not for like interplanetary ships or anything, but there's like I mean, shit, the pod racing is basically the 1-to-1 where it's like their little hovercraft that can go in and out specifically of this asteroid, right? Like there's lots of connecting tubes and shit from all the mining that they have since converted into a racetrack. And you could tell that the front of this warehouse at least is for working on fuck it. They're pods now, they're race pods, baby. We're in it.
Racing type shit.
Yeah, the racing pods. So
That's right.
and they lead you past all the racing shit. And basically the front of this warehouse connects to kind of a second warehouse, kind of like a A and B thing. And then in that B warehouse, there's a staircase up to kind of the an office essentially that would have been for like the overseer or whoever to look down onto, you know, the worker bees, as you will. And yeah, they lead you up to that office. It's got it's kind of sparse. There's like really old school old school as far as you guys, like curtains essentially. Like it's got the fucking old school plasticky metal, don't really even know what that is. They're not curtains. What the fuck are they called?
Drapes?
Lines?
Blinds?
The little blinds. Yes, exactly, blinds.
Yeah.
It's got like the hard plastic blind type shit. And the guy who lets you into the door leads you to the office, throws you in, closes the door, does the blinds so that it's blocked from the outside. Inside, there's they're like those I think they're Edison lights, right? Edison light bulbs where you could see like the filament in them. Yeah, so there's a few of those almost like sconces on the wall, and then he also has like the green one, like the banking type shit one on his desk. And the guy, the lad sitting at the desk, he's got this like really rich auburn orangish hair. He's got a mustachio that's like waxed and curled at the tip. It's a very like slick back hair, like it's parted and slicked down with like hair gel essentially. He's got the like a vest and a tie, and under the vest is just a collared shirt with rolled up sleeves, and he's got these big arms, big hairy arms as well. And he stands up to greet you guys, and you realize he's not a tall lad, because he is a dwarf actually. But he's he stands up, but he's about the same height as he was sitting down. But he comes to greet you guys. He throws out his big hand. I assume you guys. Does anyone not want to shake his hand?
Give him a friendly shake.
He says,
Buxus tries to do like a secret handshake that only he knows the secret of. He's like,
so
the dwarf,
You're like that dude from Trolls.
Yes, very enthusiastic handshake there, Mr. Bugman. Sorry if I'm racist. I've never met one of you. I don't mean to be rude. Please enlighten me. What are you? Do you speak?
And I'll take this opportunity to like speak with him telepathically.
There you go.
Yeah. That's the English word I was looking for.
So what do you say in his mind?
I say yes. I understand 7 different languages, and yours included. I don't really know 7 different languages.
My head.
But he doesn't. Oh, I can't read your thoughts. I can only speak to you this way.
Well, fucking thank goodness. I was about to have you done in. Jeez. Anyway, my name's Sean. This is my little humble abode here. I believe you know a bit about my operation. Obviously, we've introduced ourselves as the Sons of Gorhal. I hope you understand a bit of what that means historically. Please introduce yourself.
Oh, name's Tyrannix Magala. How's it going? Pleasure to meet you. Here to help any way we can, but we are definitely here to destroy some Dominion pricks.
As I've heard.
Yes, sir. And if you need any type of good gourmet type foods, I'm your guy. As well as any type of pain that you need anybody to take, I'm your guy as well, as long as they're bad people. And on that note, BRB.
They're not my people. They're all bad people, right? And he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's out.
That's awesome. I think he's coming back. He doesn't usually leave till 5. I think he's had to step out for a second, maybe. I want to like send him all my like socials through like my link tree.
God. All right, next.
You can like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Next.
I'm Trinity.
You may call me Jamira.
Wonderful. And you?
I give him a fist bump. Say, I'm Malachi. I'm here to kill people.
My type of guy. Well, I guess we all know why we're here. I believe you guys want a service in exchange for a job, yes?
Yes.
And I also am under the assumption you have no qualms with going against the Dominion.
Not in the least.
Not at all.
Perfect. Then we should be best of friends. My job is rather simple. There is a essentially a station orbiting a planet, as they sometimes do. On that station, there are basically plans, blueprints, if you will, that we would like. Now, we don't have the means to get them ourselves without being too compromised, and that's where you come in. Now, I've already told you a bit more than I would have liked, so I'm assuming you will be doing this, and without us having to rough you up a little bit, am I right? But yeah, we can give you guys the exact location of these, the station. The plans themselves, we don't have the exact location on. However, it is not a very large station. I would say going into this, you should assume. Well, I will say I don't know how subtle you guys are as a group. My assumption is you will have to fight your way in and out. I don't know what you're capable of, but if you can get them subtly, then that's fine as well. I don't care by what means you get these plans. Yeah, we can give you details on that.
That sounds quite fun.
If you are able to do this, obviously we will complete the service that you requested. I will also say, though, that this doesn't have to be a one-time occurrence. If you complete this job well, then there are always jobs that the Sons of Quarterhall need done. And even if you do not need more services, we are willing to part with credits ourselves to complete some of these tasks. So potentially this will be a great relationship for the both of us.
Hopefully so.
It looks like you run a pretty efficient operation here, Sean, and we look forward to working with you.
That's wonderful. How long will you guys be staying on the rock?
Long enough to get in some trouble?
Exactly. I actually have there's a party tonight. If you guys would like to go to, I can get you in the door if you guys are interested.
Is this a formal event? He says he like raises the eyebrows of his fake glasses.
Maybe you shouldn't wear the clothes while the blood on it, but it's not a black and a tie event, I guess. Formal attire is not required.
Is it a
party.
socialite gathering?
Precisely.
Nice.
Specifically, it's a bit of a watch party for a racing event.
I'm quite interested at least to see one of these races.
They are fun. Have you guys done any pod racing?
I'm afraid I've
Had
not
the
had the pleasure.
pleasure.
I was born in a pod.
I'm going to guess that we're not talking about the same thing.
No.
Well, if you guys, it would delight me so if you were to come to the party tonight. I can send over the information. How many times have you guys been to the Rock? I assume not.
This is my first time here.
Never
I
had.
checked all the reviews on Yelp, and I'm very excited to see some of the bigger sites.
Texas all like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I would warn you to
his face is on a poster somewhere. I know it.
just stay cautious. Not all of the denizens here of the Rock are as polite as I am. A lot of fun can be had here, but most idiots lose everything here. Just be aware.
Fair, thanks for the warning.
Don't be that.
He's like, well, I believe that's the end of our discussion here. If we
when you send a formal invitation, should we let them know Sean sent us, or?
Yes, please do. At the door, tell them Sean sent you.
Nice.
Is he
Well,
being
thank you for your time, Sean.
Sounds like a trap.
It's a mine trap. It's a tarp. Brilliant.
It's a
yeah.
tarp.
Well, that's pretty much our time. I think that potentially we can pick back up next time at the ship, and you guys can either head into the rock and party. You could ditch him. You could do whatever you want. I will say, if you ditch Sean after saying you probably would go, he might take that the wrong way.
Might be a little
Not a
offended.
good look. Not a good
I'll say
look.
when you get invited somewhere by a dwarf, you don't not show up. Okay.
Especially by a mob boss dwarf.
Yeah,
You better bring
No.
some alcohol.
that's not who you want to
Dwarves-
cross.
Dwarves remember shit like forever.
They're like elephants.
every
you know?
single-
Basically
slight, bro.
elephants.
Yeah.
Every single slight ever.
You don't want your
Yeah.
name in that book of grudges.
Yeah,
No.
bro.
No. Well,
Now, I'm gonna ask
fantastic.
you to pass me the
It's
grape when you
probably
pass with your left
legitimately
hand.
carved in stone.
Literally carved in stone.
Literally carved in stone.
This
Yes.
bastard. Ting, 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 ting.
Yeah.
So,
Well, fucking
But GG's, y'all.
GG's, y'all. That was
Oh, yeah.
awesome. Glad we got
I'm
to the
excited
rock,
for the rock.
and it should be good.